Or is it people like kind of have to, or do you get a mix, or what's the
the desperate crowd?
Oh, absolutely. If you're a part of the program, like if you get entered into the program, you want to go back to work.
No, so there's a process to get in it,
but there's accountability there too, right? You're held to some sort of program.
Qualifications, you got to hit a certain set of criteria, and then you actually have to want to participate. If you miss days or whatever, I'm sure you get released from the program.
Interesting.
So it's Goodwill.com?
Org.
Or Goodwill.org.
Yeah.
All right.
.co.
Yeah. I apologize in advance.
What is it again?
Goodwill Industries of Detroit. Just put that into Bing because we don't use Google.
So that event in February, is there an event before that, or is that's
Bing?
the biggest event coming up for Goodwill?
No, they've got lots of little events.
Well, I'm sure they have a lot of mini events.
Can you find it on Alta Vista, Scott? Is that the same as Bing?
I was gonna do a keyword search on AOL.
Alta Vista no longer exists. It now
my AIM. My AIM thing still works. Walton beer from like the first. Yeah, it still works.
Do you get the annoying naggergram once a year? You must log into this account to keep it active.
No,
I don't get that either, and I'm on AOL
naggers.
Isolate that one.
South Park 101. Thanks.
Yeah.
So lots of programs. Go to the Facebook page. It gives you lists of all the different events that are coming.
Yes, I mean there's job training, that kind of stuff. No, I mean it sounds like it might be a very good thing. Cool.
Right.
It's very cool. I love being involved. I love helping people, and it's if more people pitched in and did that, I think we'd be in a better place.
So what do they offer? Is it like
spread the word
as an end game? Like we do the shifting gears thing, and they come out of there, and there's career counselors. I mean, are there companies that are signing up with Goodwill saying, "Hey, if you give these people these skills, we will look at them to do this"? Or
absolutely, and I do believe, and I need to spend a little more time because today actually was my first orientation day. Right, so
newly crowned board of directors.
I call bull.
I have not been officially assigned to any committees yet. That won't happen until February.
That's where the time commitment really comes into play. You have to start saying no. I have a life outside of this.
We are actively looking for sponsors for the Rock for Jobs.
Okay.
And we're going to be posting out some information on that. I just got the information today. That's why I'm a little Rock.
I mean, like, are you looking for other bands? Are you looking for?
No, we're looking for sponsors to actually help pay for the event.
Okay.
And then help draw for the event.
We'll help you draw.
Like IT and the D.
Absolutely.
We're terrible.
Well, we actually don't have.
We have no money.
We're a 501c3.
We're actually in somebody's basement right now.
Pretty much.
And his mom's upstairs making meatloaf.
Right.
That's what's going on right now.
Chocolate chip cookies, please.
For the record, it is really good meatloaf.
We should try to record in your basement. That would be great.
We could.
Hey, I already called it. I said it would happen in my basement.
I did make this. Speaking of recording in my basement, I made the stupidest purchase I've made in a long time. My family all made fun of me this weekend.
This is outstanding. I still can't believe you did this.
For this week or this month or this year?
No. Since Oktoberfest is over, I ordered
or lower than the cabin that you bought off eBay and had to back out of.
What?
No, lower.
You bought a cabin off of eBay?
Shut up.
Really? Come on, Bob.
Stop talking.
You're better than that.
I bought 2 of the Hofbrauhaus Munich Oktoberfest beer garden tables with benches.
Oh, you told me about this. Yes.
Yeah, they showed up today. They're on my porch.
Yes, that was my
and you
first
can't get
question
you can't get them down the stairs, can you?
No, I can. It's a 7-foot table.
Pivot.
Yeah. My basement now is going to be just 2 benches, and that's it, in a kegerator.
Yeah, that'll be the only thing that'll fit down. Because that was my first question: is where in the hell
are you taking to take out the high tops and the leather chairs?
No, the movie chairs are staying. But
how?
I don't know.
What are you putting him in that little the little side room underneath the 4-foot doors?
Yeah,
They're gonna
figure it out.
So now you need like a bat pole. So like when you slide down it, you turn into you would start wearing the leader hose. And
are we at a break yet?
Actually, you know what? Yes, we can.
Perfect. This is the IT and the D show. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Are you okay? I think so. Boy, who knows what else is in this swamp? Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom. Not now! Okay. Mana.
Keep going. Keep going.
So that, Dave, just so you know, that's like my earworm breaker song. If I, like, my kids have been singing "What Does the Fox Say" the last 3 days.
That song is so ridiculous.
And when that's going on, all I think about is my head is "Mana, toot, toot," until
or it's Friday.
Oh, I did that to them on. I skipped like 2 months of doing it to them.
Right.
I would like walk down the steps with my my phone, going, waking up at 7 a.m, gotta get fresh, gotta go downstairs, and they're like, "Dad, I hate you. I'm gonna stick it all day now in school." This is the IT and the D show,
as opposed to the normal just "Dad, I hate you."
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
So, Bob, here's the funny story. So, I had no idea of the whole "What does a fox say?" If nobody knows what it is, please YouTube it. And
oh yeah, Bob didn't know. He posted
I didn't
like
know.
a week ago.
There was a guy in Louisville that had it written in soap on his back window. I'm like, what does the fox say? Why would you write that in your car? And I'm bored. I'm on the road. I'm on 75 North. I'm like, what does the fox say? I'm like, there's a video with 80 million YouTube viewers. I'm like, what rock have I been under? So I'm like,
did it surpass the guy that did the dance for the History of Music? Is that
yeah.
That's still.
Well, Gundam Style was like at 500 million before I found it.
Gangnam Style.
Whatever.
Gundam Style is an old video game.
I want it to be that.
So, but here's
sounds
the
like
funny
a disease.
Part. My daughter.
You're so white right now.
Yeah.
So good.
My daughter, who's in kindergarten, knew about this before
and
I did.
10:05.
Write that down.
So this is the IT and the D show,
and we just lost Detroit.
Raw Radio X Studios.
Right. So our phone number is not that anybody's ever actually going to call, other than our friends and family, but it's 313. 462-0107. You can find us on Twitter at IT and the D. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/IT and the D. And the other thing we did not talk about yet is that we have an event.
Who owned the Chiefs?
We talked about who owns the Chiefs, but we didn't talk. We have an event Thursday night.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah, totally forgot about
which
that.
We suck.
That I'm not going to be at.
Yeah, you're going to be in Minneapolis. Thanks.
Wah, wah.
Is there a Blackfin in Minneapolis? You can
probably.
You can be there, and then we can video conference.
Yeah, let's Skype him in on the big screen.
No, via Cisco.
That'll be the second time. That'll be the second time we've been on TV.
No, via Cisco telepresence. Then I'll show up.
There you go.
I'll just sit there on the big screen. So
I don't know if their network can actually handle that. But
we'll sell it to them.
Yeah, but will it get installed by Thursday?
Right.
No. Have their geeks talk to the Royal Oak geeks.
Right. So we've got our event Thursday night, Blackfin, Royal Oak, back room, 5:01 p.m. start time,
social,
just like always. One of our good casual networking events,
which will probably be a lot bigger because it's an offshoot from the.
Yep, we will
November
always have the ripple effect of our pink slip party last month that we did down at St. Andrews Hall. So, I mean, there's going to be a good number of recruiters, job seekers, and people just looking to make connections in the industry that'll be there, which actually is a good segue into what we were just yakking about with Melinda Ann over there, talking about looking to find a gig in the IT industry, and we've got two recruiters in the room, and that's kind of what we do.
Scott's not a recruiter anymore.
Scott's not a recruiter.
Well, and that's why
he went to the dark side.
I went with one real, one pseudo, and then I just kind of
I can be a pseudo recruiter. That's fine.
There you go.
But no, so Melinda, you're looking, or Melinda, is it Melinda or Melinda
It's
Ann?
actually Melinda Ann.
Melinda Ann.
Most
Okay.
people don't want to go that extra.
Can we call you M Ann?
M Ann.
Man.
Bob's really going for that single initial. You really want to do that, don't you?
Have you seen her? I'm not going to call her man.
Right.
No. M Ann. No.
You can call me whatever you want. You can call me whatever.
She's your private dancer.
And mark that time down.
And 10:07.
So we've got 1, 2. That was the fifth one.
Are those all Melinda Ann's?
Yes, you're going to be a drop.
Yes.
What if I say, call me here, kitty kitty? Is that bad?
Oh, that's another one.
10:08.
Davey, you might as well just isolate the entire second hour.
Never getting hired. This is it.
Yeah, right.
I'm destined to a life on radio.
Weren't we talking about the pros and cons, mostly cons of social media?
Yeah, and of coming on our show, apparently.
And mark that one down.
Socially doomed. Do you understand that?
So you're looking for a gig in IT sales. So you're just starting to reach out and look around, and so what are you doing thus far? Where have you been? What have you gone? Who have you talked to?
This is going to sound horrible, but I'm brand new. I'm just brand new out in the, I've been in the same kind of role for a decade or so. I'm not sure what's going on to my left over here, but Mr. Sabellico is having a time with his microphone.
Sorry, Scott needs to rub his mic a little bit, apparently.
Yeah, it's gone limp.
Do you want me to
some
help
Viagra there?
I'm a little old, sorry.
Just hold it up. It'll be fine.
All right.
This never happens any other time. I'm sorry. It's never happened to me before. It must be you.
I got nothing.
You
10:09, 10:10.
Just mark the entire second hour.
Is it all this IT talk?
Dave, where did your parents work?
Whang.
Yeah,
well, and we actually dropped it because he set it up, and I couldn't resist. That's in the new opening now, where there I was banging on my wang. When I was,
Woo! Look at you in a
Oh my!
Right. So back to business.
That's the drop we need.
Oh my!
Oh my!
So you're starting to get out and look around for an IT sales gig.
Starting to get out and look around. For the last decade or so, I've been in higher education, specifically in master's programs, creating apps for the delivery of custom course materials.
Okay.
So, kind of moving out of that position, communications is my background. I've spoken to a ton of people, mostly somebody to my left. IT
a ton of people.
So you haven't gotten very far yet, is what you're saying.
She's just starting out.
In about 2 weeks, I've had about 14 calls and meetings.
Fantastic.
Different companies. So I'm just trying to weigh my options and kind of check it out.
Yeah, figure out what's out there and what makes sense, what doesn't.
What I
Absolutely.
So what, groups, companies are you kind of targeting?
Well, I'm not really targeting anybody just yet. Most of it has been word of mouth. I haven't really targeted anybody yet. So
Okay.
I think by going to maybe some of the events, I did stop at the Pink Slip Party.
Yep.
Just momentarily, and that was great. Met a few people there, and have met with some of those people outside of there. I'm not sure yet. I'm really, since I'm so new.
So from a first-timer's view, just out of curiosity, you're walking into a room with 500 people. Obviously, you could, sell ketchup popsicles to Eskimos.
I could.
But were you overwhelmed walking into a group like that, or how did you handle it?
And where I excel is in person. I love being in a group. I love being in a room of hundreds of people. I'm a public speaker for Gift of Life Michigan.
Right.
I like being able to man a crowd and really take over. So that's where I'm most comfortable. Not nervous at all. Even
So the opposite of our core demographic.
I was going to say, yeah.
Again, you'll never be hired, Melinda.
Because
Polar opposite.
because even I get overwhelmed because I'm like, oh my god, I need to meet everybody, right? That's kind of my point. It's not.
Maybe you didn't have enough alcohol that day.
No, I did. Trust me. No, but it's not. For me, it's not so much. Oh my god, I need to. How do I talk to them? It's how do I talk to everyone now?
And with that,
retain the information. I met you just now, and I already forgot your name.
Right, and you're gone.
Yeah.
No, but it's a little different with us because with us, it's everybody coming to us looking for help, guidance, suggestions.
Yeah, it's like we have to keep all of that on file rapidly. So
That is so scary.
Yeah. Well, then I was on shawarma duty, so I had to worry about that all night.
Right.
We didn't even get shawarma. We didn't even eat that
I
night.
didn't get any.
You missed the shawarma?
We did.
Oh
We
my
totally
god!
missed it.
How did you miss
Bucharest
the
Grill is changed my life.
Oh, and we go there after the Tigers games.
I was very happy. My review of Bucharest Grill was the Yelp review of
Was
the
the
day.
Yelp?
on
Was it
Saturday.
really?
It was
Nice.
So Melinda,
That started
do you
with
wanna get into,
Ermiger, chicken
marketing,
turmer.
or-
I would love marketing. I would
Okay.
love marketing. I worked in marketing for several years, kind of before I started sales, so I'm comfortable in marketing for sure.
So, Melinda Ann, tell us a little bit about some of the success you've had and maybe some of the challenges that you've experienced in seeking employment.
The challenges are
You stole my
interesting. Seeing as how I'm still looking, I think the successes are just reaching out and networking and making sure that my network is strong. The challenges that I face are, and this is interesting because I just had a meeting on Saturday at noon in downtown Ann Arbor, and I've told Scott about it. That's why he's laughing about it. It was with a company that I won't name, but...
Sorry, nobody listens.
What do they rhyme with?
Right.
That was pretty good. I was going to say on the spot.
So we went through the whole meeting. He asked me to meet him, over lunch, and we were going to talk about things. I was like, "This is great. This
Do you
was
live
so
alone?
quick." Yeah, it was basically give me your Craigslist bio, and at the end of the meal, it was, "I'm so glad you accepted my invitation for lunch. I'd love to take you out again." And we never talked about anything dealing with work at all. So it was kind of like, "I'm so glad you actually went out with me." And I was thinking, in what world do you live in where I would actually go out with you sober? This is no.
You want to make $13 the hard way?
So that was fun time.
And isolate that one.
This doesn't actually.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, but that's not the first time. That's happened to me several times before.
Now, was that Oily Weasel guy?
I'm sorry,
Dave,
Melinda,
this
but
doesn't
you're
happen to
just
people like
fine.
us.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because go figure. I never get that. That never happens.
Do we have a don't be that guy
Dave,
for that?
you're not a chick.